going on, guys? This is Burrs. Here to show you how to disassemble and clean your AK. Now, if 10-year-old jihads are doing it over there in the Middle East, I don't see why you guys can't. So first things first, magazine out, safety off, and nothing's in there. So, that's that. The first thing you're going to want to do is take off the dust cover. So to do that, you just push it in like such, this button right here. Just push that in and pop that off. Okay? Second thing, you want to push this right here, this spring, in and pull out the spring. Third thing you want to do, pull back on the bolt carrier and pull up on it to release it. This one's had a little bit of a problem as of late because it's a stinky IO. Maybe give it some tension there. Alright, so at that point you just wipe everything down. And if you want to take the bolt, rotate it down and out. So this is the way it'll look. Rotate it down and out. And you can pull it out. Alright. So at this point what I'll do, I'll take some cleaner, spray all the parts down. Okay, spray in here. Spray the fold everywhere. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take my brush, spray it with some cleaner, and then I'll just start cleaning on the inside here. Just to get any residual off, if there is any, while that stuff sits and cleans. You want to let your cleaner sit a little bit to work. And while that's doing that, you just want to brush everything. Make sure those rails are clean. This has only had about 200 rounds through it, so there could be some buildup from the break-in period that could be in these rails of maybe just a little bit of metal that could be causing it to hang up, which it is. Alright, so at that part, you can take a rag and wipe everything down that you clean. Alright. That. And I'm using ballast all day, which also acts as a preventative. So if you have any, if it gets on anything, it'll also act as a preventative of rust and corrosion. And it'll make it a little bit easier the next time you clean to get stuff off. Alright, so at that point, we got the inside pretty well clean there. The rails and everything. We'll turn our attention here to all the other parts. Look at the bolt. With the bolt, we're going to do the same thing. We'll spray with a little bit of cleaner, and we'll just go to town on it. Clean all these little areas. Just take a rag and wipe off the majority of what you can. Can't get to something, just use a Q-tip. Like that. Okay, so that's pretty well clean. I'll take the rod, and that just needs wiped off. And the bolt carrier, same thing. This one, scrub it. And this was actually just clean because I cleaned it and the camera angle looked like crap, so doing it again. So whatever oil I put on here, I guess I'm just wasting. So just go down through here, clean everything you can with the brush. And then take a towel and wipe it off. And again, whatever you can't get off, just take a Q-tip and get in there. So like in this little hole right here, just take a Q-tip in there. Inside where the spring goes, same thing. Get a little bit of that out. And you want to make sure the firing pin area is free from residue and wetness. Now at this point, what you want to do is you want to oil everything. And I don't go super light on the oil. I don't go super heavy. It's kind of like in between. So I don't keep any oil. I don't put any oil on the firing pin area. Just on the front and the side, everything but the firing pin area. And especially down these grooves, because that's where everything's riding. So just put a little bit on there and rub it around. And don't be super light on it. If anything, you want to be just a tad, maybe just a tad bit extra on a semi-automatic rifle, and a tad bit under on the oil. It depends, whatever. ARs you want to run really wet. AKs, it really doesn't matter. Probably peel on them, and they run like a champ. So, get everywhere here with your oil. And you definitely want to get some in this well where the bolt rides right here. Because that's a lot of friction, metal against metal. Get some in there. Where the bolt rides also. And on the sides here where it rides. Okay. So pretty much everywhere, just put a drop down there. Okay, rub the rest on the spring here. Dry your hands off. And what I do, especially since this is getting broken and it's been having issues, I just put a little bit on the rails. Just because I can see the wear marks on there. So I'll just put a little bit on there just to encourage good behavior. And I'll put a little on the top of the trigger there, or the hammer. But pretty much where I see wear is where I'll put a little bit of oil. But I like to have just a sheen pretty much on everything. Alright, so that's that. And you don't have to take off the gas tube to do this. a whole separate video, and there's tons of them out there. So I'm not going to do that right now. This is just basic cleaning. Alright, so at this point I'm going to take the bolt and put it back in. Make sure it rides like this. You can see there. And turn it so that it goes up. So you get this little knob here. Turn that so it goes up and locks in. Okay. At that point, go ahead and reassemble. So, to reassemble, go ahead and take, insert the bolt and bolt carrier. Now this one's been acting up ever since it was bought. It's a little bit, there we go. So you get that in, move that forward, take your spring, insert it and stick it right in this little area right there. Stick it right in there. Okay. At that point, okay, you're good to go. Just clean the lube. The only thing you got to put back on now is the dust cover. So at this point, I just want to take that dust cover, stick it on there like such. Slap it down in there. Okay, so that's how to take apart and clean your AK. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But until next time, later.